So I've been working away at my desk for pretty much the entire day, and really, like, since there wasn't really a whole lot of footage that I could really capture out of my day for today, I wanted to spend some time talking about something that's been on my mind lately. And that is using emotions as reminders. So one thing that I think that can be very powerful and motivating for other people is to use emotions as reminders for specific things. So lately, as I've been saying at least like a couple of times, that I've been in a sort of a slump. And basically this week, as far as the progress I have made with regards to my health has been phenomenal. Like, so far I have been working out every single day with no problems, no soreness the next day or anything, and I am pushing myself. Even though it might not seem like it on the recording, that's basically just me at the beginning of my workout session, not at the very end. At the very end, I'm just sweating. So, like, I've gotten to the point now where I actually have some warts on my foot. Like, yeah. And it's probably from me working out so much, maybe. I don't know. But either way, like, still, I've been working out quite a bit, and one of the main reasons why I've been able to push myself towards that has been looking at my emotions for specific things. Like, I go and use my emotions as reminders for specific things. So, like, when I don't work out, I have this sense of regret, or that I feel like I'm slacking off. And one thing that I do is I call back to my emotions, and I can remind myself, like, this is the emotion that you are feeling because, like, this is the emotion that you feel when you're not doing a specific thing. It sucks, doesn't it? And I use that as a sort of a way to pick myself up and to do something. Emotions, like, our emotions are obviously like our own emotions. These are the emotions that we experience, and obviously they are very powerful forces. And of course, we can use it a lot for manipulation and manipulating other people. Stuff like clickbait articles, clickbait videos, and all of that stuff. But we can use our emotions constructively to encourage ourselves and to motivate ourselves to doing specific things as well. Not just like spur of the moment inspiration that you feel after you watch like a motivational video or whatever. Like, that's more spur of the moment. But if you use your emotions, if you draw from your emotions on a regular basis, you can use that as a way to motivate yourself further. And I'm finding some success from this. Like, again, I'm starting to work out a little bit more frequently, to the point that apparently I have to start treating warts. And I'm still working out. Like, I'm still not being held back by some mere warts that are growing on my feet. Like, I know, it's too much information, but, like, seriously, it's like, I want to be talking about that because it's so important. Because I think it's really important to show that, hey, I'm actually doing something with my life. I'm not just saying things and whatnot. Like, I'm using my emotions to motivate myself and to call back to that. And and it was one thing that I started to realize on how I could be making my vlogs a lot better and eventful, because there's these days like today where I've been working all day and I didn't take any footage, so I have to be making these videos. But before I even made that video, I kind of felt a little crappy, like, man, I really didn't do anything exciting today. Like, I didn't do anything different. I didn't do anything outside of the ordinary that I could be talking about or that I could be showing. Calling back to that sort of emotion, that feeling of just like regret or like emptiness, I could use that as a sort of a motivator, as opposed to like using it as a reason to drag myself down and not make these videos. Like, no, I want to be making these videos, and I want to make sure that they are good, that they are eventful, or that there's some meaning behind them. So I think that moving forward, I could use these emotions as a sort of a motivator for myself, and I think that it's a strategy that I could also use in other areas of my life as well. But at the same time, you can use these exact same strategies that I'm using, where you're drawing these emotions, that you're reminding yourself about these emotions, and if they're crappy emotions that you don't want to experience, then you can use those as motivators. You can say, hey, these are temporary. And also, like, if you don't want to feel this way again, you can start improving your situation from that. I know some other people who in the past who were barely making any money and are suddenly making a whole lot of money. They've oftentimes said, like, I do not want to be going back to where I once was, like where I was feeling like depressed and like restricted and limited and so many other things, like in a really bad spot financially. Like, some of these people have gotten a lot of success because they use that emotion as a motivator to get out of that situation. But I wanted to share that with you guys because now you can kind of see it in motion, where I'm stuck in this rut, but every single day, like for this past week, you've been seeing me work out and doing something at the very least. And I think that it's important for me to set aside some time, even though I've been sitting at this desk all day, to actually be talking about that and sharing that information with you guys.